So let's give you an update as what's been happening at them car guys, and Death Corner has already started. So welcome to Death Corner, which shouldn't be happening this soon in, but here we are, and I'll show you some of these absolute weapons of cars. We had the Alto in, that got picked up locally. Cheap car, I think I gave £500, I think it was, £500–600 for it. No, decent enough MOT. Bodywork is fine on it. You know, we had bumper at the back there, that will literally pop out. Show you some other bits closer up. We got there, loving the sticker, look at that, absolutely outstanding. And for a cheapie, you know, the condition that you would expect. I thought happy days. Don't have to be perfect, them little bits I can repair, we're on to a winner. Said it sounded good when it was come in as a trade, and what I mean by that is they pretend not to drive them. So, and the engine in it, to be fair, is good. Gearbox is gone. So it's just making a horrendous noise on the box. So we've had that checked out. Obviously that kind of money, it's absolutely pointless doing anything with it. You win some, you lose some. It's the joys of trading. This weapon, oh, this is something special. Now, again, price-wise this, I gave £700 for. On a 61, and then the mileage I think is about 90-ish. Cap, which is trade, is an indicator of what we use, is £1,600 clean. It's far from clean. So it needed a lot of bodywork, even though I've said in the previous video I don't want this, just the way I'm going because of the prices I can get them. So we had that, £700, I think it was about £80 delivered from Bridgend. What they said in the ad, drives really well, is minging and car is in really bad condition outside, but drives really well. And they didn't want to mention the clutch is literally holding on by a shoestring. How it's not slipping is beyond me. And what they've done with the window. Now, they took photos about it and I could see the tape around it, but I didn't understand what they had tried to cover up, essentially. I just thought the seals had gone around the outside, so that's why someone had put tape over it. Let's have a look. So the photo was essentially that. I'll add some photos up now to show you. And I just thought it was glass, obviously, with issue with the seals. No, it's plastic. So, show you inside. But she is a mess, bless her. I just, what is that? Day gone. That seat, it's the only seat I've ever sat in. Feels like you're gonna fall out when you sit in there. If anybody's crazy enough, locally, to give me £700, she's yours. But I know what the answer will be. Good to go, that tyre is. Good to go. So yeah, as you can see, Death Corner. Thank you. We're already started at Death Corner. Give you an update on sales. The MX-5, that's gone. We had someone who subscribed to the channel just locally, wanted to pop down and see it. They absolutely loved it. Needs a few little bits that we are doing. As everybody will go, oh, so you're a painter? And go, yeah. Oh, can you touch that a little bit in? So we're doing a rear quarter on them for them, and a touch in on a few bits. So MX-5 has gone. On the rest of the cars, the Fiat 500 is being painted this week, the roof and the bonnet. The Mini's going to probably be done next week. I've taken on another member of staff so we can get through the cars quicker. Because at the moment I've got about 7 or 8 cars, but same as everybody's issue, it's prepping. So with the body shop being as busy as it is, I found it difficult to get them cars in, just the two of us. So I've taken on another member of staff, and they are going to be concentrating on just the trade cars and then jumping on the tools when it comes to the body shop as well. So he is starting tomorrow, so that means we'll be able to get them done a lot quicker. So that's the update with the cars, essentially. Bought in a 1 Series that we'll hopefully show on this. Coming up is a 118D Coupe, so that's coming into stock as well. On the Audi that I'm driving around myself at the moment, we've ordered a new bumper for that. So that one should be good to go probably by the end of the week, if not the start of next week. When it comes to the yard, we'll open this up. The doors even open on that, look at that. Great security. I was in here earlier. Fiat 500, that has had a viewing. The guys can have a look at finances. He really liked it. As I said to you earlier, that is in for having its paint done. As you can see, can't sell it like that. It's embarrassing. So we got that there, and we've got peel up the top as well. So all that will be done for the new customer. Got a local garage on board now that's going to do all our mechanical work. I think, as I said in previous videos, where we used to take him, he hasn't got the capacity with staff at the moment. He's just doing the MOTs. So we've been around a fair few, didn't want to take the jobs on, essentially just said that they just want to do the retail work, they don't want to do trade. But we managed to get a local one on side, so that is next step. So we've got, this is going up to the garage tomorrow, the Ibiza, just for his check over. To be fair, that's a really nice thing, that is. What I want to do first is, sorry it's a bit close, is, obviously before I paint any of them, is I want to make sure they're all mechanically spot on. So that is what that's the plan with them. If anybody is interested in any of the bodywork stuff, let me know. Sometimes I don't know whether I should show it, shouldn't. So if you have any interest, let me know. One of the jobs we've got in this week is this baby. We're going to do some stone chips to the front bonnet, bumper, and we're going to be blending on the wings as well. And customer's selling it back to Aston. So I think it's a little scuff there as well. It's called Ming Blue, and we're having an absolute nightmare with the colour. We think we've got it now, but we must have spent 3-4 hours just spray out cards, trying to get the colour right. So we're back. See if we can find more cars, and we've got this Juke. So, 63 plate. She looks a nice clean old thing, to be fair. I know there's a few bits of paintwork, but as we all know, that's no issue. We got a little scuff there. What's the mileage? I can't remember the mileage. Let's have a look. It's just a nice little thing. I know they said the heaters are not working for leather. This is the 1.5 diesel. So far, I am liking this. Someone said in one of my previous videos, knock the wipers off, not on today, mate. They are not on. They're rattling, yeah. Oh, they said to me the fan is not working, which is fine. That sounds alright. So I think the cap on this is about £1,600, something around there. So let's see if we can get this one. Oh, it's getting a little bit dark, so hopefully the lighting is good in this. Just got to see these cars myself. I don't blame the people picking them up. It's just, obviously they're there to do a job, pick it up, not inspect the car. When you're inspecting the car yourself, you can be a bit more finicky. You can argue on price if it hasn't been described correctly. Now, these are trade cars. You don't expect them perfect. They all need work, and I got no problem with that. But this Ford Ranger, I just needed a cheap van that I could run and get parts in, and just do general work as you'd expect. Now, this had a relatively new MOT. If I put anything, a screwdriver of any type, I'm going straight through that sill. And underneath, I don't know if I can get the right angle, it's even worse. Now, this is only £1,000. What do you expect for £1,000? Not a lot. Right, not a lot. And to be fair, the engine seems okay in it. but I can't show you now, I don't think. On that side of the sill, there is literally chunks missing. On that side of the sill, there's literally chunks missing. And that's the bit that bothers me. Again, it's £1,000. You can't expect a really, really good vehicle for that, but I'd expect something a little bit better. Or, better's probably the wrong word, I just expect it to be advertised correctly. That was bought from a company called Van Station that do trade vans. I don't know if anybody else has had any kind of bad experience with them. Let me know. It's their actual company's called We Buy Broken Vans. I only found that out later. And then so they buy privately from people, and then they put it on a trade website. So essentially, they're a We Buy Any Car of the van world, just in a different way. So if anybody's had any issues with Van Station, let me know. It's not their fault, it's trade to trade vehicle. But they described it a lot better than it is. But that's one of them things. So I'll show you the Seat Ibiza that I've just abandoned on the road. So this is a 08 plate. I think it's got 75 or 80 on the clock. Again, I wasn't expecting the world for this. It was cheap. I think it was about £400 that was, locally. I just got to get the key for it. I haven't got the key. So we bought that locally, got delivered, and again, when it got dropped off, it sounded really, really nice. But then I don't know what's happened in the meantime, because no one's touched it, I haven't. And it sounds like it's going to blow up. So God knows what's happened with that. So that's 4 vehicles now that are in death corner. Now, there's counter arguments here of they are really, really cheap end cars, what you expect, and I would take that on board, and I can kind of get it. So I've been concentrating over the last 2 weeks of building the infrastructure to the business. Now, some people might think I'm crazy for doing it. That's how I made the paint so successful, was I always reinvested all my money back into equipment and back into the business itself. So that's why that is now on board. As I said, I've bought a CT177 trailer, and I think they're really, really, really good trailers. So that'll be coming next week. And then, what else have I done? The third unit that I've showed you on a previous video, that is having a 2-poster ramp installed on Monday coming up. So there's a lot of money gone into the infrastructure. You know, got the trailer, I got the 4x4. Now I'm understanding the joys of the tachograph world, which is just bizarre. I passed my trailer test, and you didn't need one. Obviously now I'm finding out you kind of do. That's what I've been spending my time over the last few weeks, is just getting that infrastructure there. And as I said, the 2-poster ramp is going to be massive for me. That is going up on Monday. I've had a little mid-rise put in the body shop, and the company who done that, they do the 2-posters. He's tested the concrete, and that's good to go. So we've been doing a lot on that side. If it works, we'll see, but you've got to try. So next week's video, we're going to be doing some work on the cars. The Fiat 500, we'll be taking you through the journey of the paint. I'll show you installing the 2-poster ramp, so that'll be in there, and probably a day of going to pick up the trailer. So that's it for today's episodes. Or today's episode. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.